I'm Nina Vergis, your host on iJournalist, a brand new series about citizen journalism. We see it as giving a voice to non-journalists to speak about the issues that are close to their hearts. This time, Channel Newsasia teams up with a group of rookie reporters to produce stories that impact society and affect the community. In this debut episode, a group of Republic Polytechnic students takes an unflinching, if brutally honest look at one man's addiction to alcohol. Now, the man is actually the uncle of one of the students. Viewers may find some of the following scenes uncomfortable, but this is the true story of one man's battle with the bottle.
Once a drinker, you'll be left alone. You will lose everybody. Hello. The ass woke up. Go and makan first, sayang. Good girl. Finish the food first, sayang. Good girl. Okay, come, Junior. Want to go down? See, afternoon show, you listen, I drink coffee. Now I'm going to go for a walk. That's a friend. My shit and urine the dog. Hi, my name is Chris. Oh, I'm a bit quite sad. Lonely. Come here. Oh, leg pain. Due to drinking problem, my wife left me. His leg, this one he got arthritis. That's a good girl. Oh. In the year 2000, my father died. Then I couldn't cope up with my engineer job and all that. And then my life is a bit going down now. In the year of 2005, I dropped from a third floor after having so much beers and all that. Then I was handicapped for only 2 months in fact. And then a doctor write me off as permanent handicap because I know I don't think so I can work anymore. And the hand is this hand. I have a cervical problem here. Every morning I must pull it like that, so the hand will be okay. Why? That's problems. Go too high, then you start shaking. Where'd you get your body from? 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 I got it from my mama. I got it from my mama. Damn drink. This wine.
What's the brand? What's that?
Oh, it's lesser than 180. 150. I don't know, bet you more and I don't know. Don't let people drink this kind of stuff. They kill people. Officially, today I'm drunk. My sister's name is cheat me. You know what she told me in the name of Lord Jesus Christ? Hallelujah. Boy, I'm your brother. You think I will cheat you? Cantare ora cara perantara shakre aula. Pum, I cannot. Is that in or out? I don't want to see my mother. Oh, I love my mother. So am I drunk? Yeah. Something wrong. Come on now. No, I don't like anything happens to my dog. Anything happens to my dog, I will die. I can jump anywhere on my life. I love my mother. Where do you get your body from? Where do you get your body from? Your body from hippopotamus? I don't know what kind of mother I got. In the name of Jesus Christ.
Every day, you know this.
Inside my father,
This thing,
I will
every day, right at the morning 5 o'clock.
But who are you?
Then I don't get to sleep.
I'm going to court now. I do not know whether I'm going to go in or go out.
You got $1,500 one day all he. I thought you got actually angel, but no wings behind.
Just for one can of beer, I'm going through a lot.
I want to tell something important. Actually, you don't take drinks from 7-Eleven. It's just because he didn't steal it. He got no money, he take the can, he give his IC.
You heard
Even though
that?
he's mentally out a bit, I think.
Must pay fine 2,000. 300. 400. All these going to go lawyer. Get a lawyer some more. Ayo.
We got money, everybody happy. Now nobody happy.
You heard what he said? Mama, I'll tell you now. You will treat people good. Tell them. Don't drink. Once a drinker, you'll be left alone. You will lose everybody. Try to tell people, no drinks. Lose your wife, you lose your house, you lose everybody. Say sorry, that's all. Okay, now you can go down. My mother loved this song.
Yeah.
Where'd you get your body from? Where'd you get your body from? I got it from my mama.
Have you seen this guy, right, with a dog, with a black colored dog walk around here?
After the break, we speak to these amateur journalists on the difficulties they faced in getting the story. Citizen journalism may be in its infancy, but at its finest, it offers an intimate look at the issue at hand. In this case, a man's alcoholic abuse was documented by his nephew. But should a private family matter be made public? We went behind the scenes to interview the newsmakers themselves. Some people might fear revealing a family matter to the public, and you know that this story was going to be seen to a national or regional audience. How did you come to that decision to do this?
When I was thinking of it, right, the first thing I was thinking is the message that I want to bring across. So, if it has to be one of my family members, right, telling that message, right, then why not?
Let's talk about the reaction of your family members when you told them that you wanted to put the story together and then air it on TV. Did anybody have any sort of reservations towards this or try to convince you not to?
Yeah, of course, because firstly, the impression that he gives my family, right, is already very bad. They love him, but they still cannot take the way he is now. As in, every time he's around them, he'll start to cause trouble. He'll start to talk about them, bad things and all that. So when I told all the people who are involved, right, my family members, they will be, first impression is like, no, we're not going to go on TV with that man.
So what kind of arguments did you use to try to convince your family members that this is a good thing to do?
The most difficult to convince was actually my mom. She would tell me her views about why she doesn't want him to be on TV, why she doesn't want the rest of the family to get involved with this. She would say things like, the rest of the family has lives of their own. So I was telling her, okay, I'll try my best to not get you all involved in a bad way, but in a way where everybody's happy, that it's positive, that we all know that we're helping him and we're helping those who are like him.
Lick his face, Junior.
Lionel and his teammates spent 5 days documenting the life of Christopher Manuel, also known as Uncleboy, for their school final year project. Much of the time was spent getting to know a man whose sole purpose in life was to satisfy his next craving. They saw Christopher transform from sobriety to an intoxicated state. In all the time that you spent with him, what was the worst state that you ever saw him in?
It was scary to see him eat because he started eating dog food and all that.
Really?
And when he got really hungry, he ate bread with sardine and he put big dollops of butter and all that. And he wasn't conscious and he used his hand like a beast and grab it and stuff it in his mouth.
Jana, as a girl, were you ever concerned for your safety or any of you?
Well, a little bit, yeah, but I trust my friends. Yeah, with them around, I wasn't really that worried about my safety. Because all I know that, okay, he's drunk, is Lionel's uncle, so I just stay close to Lionel and, okay, Lionel, just call your mom if anything happens.
Yeah, I was telling them that he won't be very violent and all that. He's not that type.
In your experience, he's never turned violent towards anyone, family
Not
members
really.
or outsiders.
People turn violent to him, but not him to them, yeah.
He's just talkative.
Yeah, he just talks a lot.
But his decision to actually appear on air, some might say that because he was drunk, he might not have been rational enough to agree to appear. What do you think about that?
The first time we met Uncleboy, he was sober. He already admitted he didn't drink, and the way he talked was different. So we already also recorded that part where he said, "I'm not drunk," and something like he wants this show to be on live. Even if he's drunk, just disregard what he said and just show it.
Every day of our filming, right, we would ask him. Every part of the day even. Morning, okay, you sure you want to do this? You sure you want to do this? You're going to go on air. And yeah, he would say, yes, let's do this, do this.
Oh, the fallen.
Initially, Adam and Jana were intimidated by Christopher, but they later developed an emotional attachment towards this man who was candid enough to reveal his warts and all. Jana, when you saw the finished product, how did you feel?
I felt very relieved. It really felt like this emotional bond with Uncleboy. It feels like his true stories came out in like a movie kind of state. Yeah, it feels very emotional.
My first impression was, don't make my uncle look bad. Because, yeah, when he's drunk, right, he does a lot of nonsense stuff. So, but after I saw the layout, right, I think it tells a message. The message that I really want to tell, that we really want to tell. In a way, I'm happy. Happy and sad for him. Yeah.
Do any of you three think that Uncleboy can ever turn over a new leaf?
No, sorry, Lionel. He's been saying that every day that he wants to stop drinking. Even when we showed him the footages, he said, okay, from this moment on, I'll stop drinking. Next moment, drink. So I think with not enough help and guidance, he might not even turn a new leaf.
Now I'm going to go for a walk.
After the break, the production team shows the student's story to an ex-alcoholic made good. Can he help Christopher kick his addiction? "44-year-old Christopher Manuel has always enjoyed a drink or two. But a double whammy, going through a divorce and his father's death several years ago, drove him to the bottle. Alcohol filled a vacuum in his life, a replacement for the loved ones left behind. Although Christopher has sought treatment at the Institute of Mental Health and Alcoholics Anonymous, he has suffered from relapses time and time again.
Do you wish to quit drinking?
Definitely, I wish. And I want to. So I got a lot of people can respect me again and love me again. So far I got nothing from them.
It is a common refrain from Christopher, except it isn't exactly true. His immediate family may be disappointed in him, but he still has a roof over his head and an aging mother who takes care of him. This flat belongs to Juliana, but she has since moved out to live with her daughters, as she is unable to put up with Christopher whenever he gets drunk.
I'm not any younger, I'm getting older. So I need peace and happiness, you see. No food also, never mind. But he drink, sleep quietly, never mind. But he don't sleep quietly, that's the problem. I got a beautiful house, I cannot stay. I'm running away every day. Then what about my bus money, go up and down. I come clean like a cleaner. My house, my own house, I become a cleaner. I come clean, cook for him, wash clothes, then I run.
Experts say family members are often at their wits' end because they do not know how to deal with an alcoholic family member. And sometimes ignorance may drive them to do more harm than good.
Family needs an equal amount of input and information, education to help cope with their own emotional respond because they suffer from feeling of shame, guilt, anger, frustration, despair, depression. So they too need to be helped. How not to rescue the alcoholic, and maybe how to practice what we call tough love. In other words, exercise that level of commitment that even though you love your family member as an alcoholic, but you do not rescue or respond to situations when it will only perpetuate his drinking.
It's just because he didn't steal it.
The production team showed the students' video clip to Reverend Edward Job, who runs a halfway house for addicts. He knows only too well what Christopher is going through. That's because Reverend Job was addicted to alcohol for 17 years before he turned clean.
I believe that he has suppressed resentments. He hasn't dealt with his emotions. And I believe that what he needs is someone to sit down and bring out those issues. They need a long-term treatment plan. We call it one day at a time. He needs counseling, he needs encouragement and motivation and guidance, and also the monitoring.
Never one to leave a needy person in the lurch, Reverend Job initiated a preliminary meeting with Christopher and his mother. The two men had met once before, but they had since lost contact. That is, until now.
Maybe I can follow up with you as your friend whenever you're free before we can move to my place.
I don't want to turn you down.
No, it's not a matter of turning down. You see, as I said, our deal is no commitments, no attachments. Okay? Whenever you feel free, you want to cut it off, I'll leave it to you.
But I cannot take on this kind of.
Why?
Because for me, I wake up, I must.
Brother, you take it one step at a time. Don't say when. It happens when you start the first minute. When you decide that you want to get help, we're here to walk the path with you. Maybe you may have a slip, you may even relapse, doesn't matter. But you have someone who can walk with you, who can understand, you can pour out your frustrations.
While appreciative, Christopher was hesitant about taking up Reverend Job's offer. After his failed attempts of kicking the habit, Christopher was afraid of yet another failure. Experts say such apprehension is commonplace among alcoholics.
Once you have developed the disease of alcoholism, your willpower is soluble in alcohol. You really lose it, You may be a CEO, you may be a taxi driver, you may be good in whatever you do, but when it comes to alcohol, you've had it. You've lost the ability to manage alcohol. They call it loss of control. Yeah, so they need a lot of education, and one of the most destructive element of alcoholism is that it is a disease of denial. The more you drink, the more you deny that you are having a problem. So you can see how vicious it is. And so the more difficult it is to get you into treatment.
I'm going to court now. I do not know whether I'm going to go in or go out. Just for one can of beer, I'm going through a lot.
Life has been a downward spiral since his addiction to alcohol began. In and out of the subordinate courts more times than he can remember, Christopher's trouble with the law started when he took some beer from a convenience store without paying. His case is still pending.
Area, you're going to sleep.
Weary of a life enslaved to the bottle, Christopher paid a visit to the halfway house run by Reverend Job for drug addicts, alcoholics, and gamblers. This free residential care program not only provides intensive counseling, it also assigns jobs to the clients. This is to keep them occupied and their minds off their addictions. Christopher liked the place so much that he asked to move in straight away.
I like this place. One word, I see, I know. If there's no place for me to stay, then I can sleep outside.
No, we have place, plenty of place, not to worry. Beds are always available. My capacity is up to 40.
Just help me. Today can you put me? Okay. I woke up from it. Finish.
But you know that here also can't smoke, huh?
I know.
You cannot go outside and smoke. I don't allow that.
I know everything.
The food is good.
It's a refuge that lets addicts recover at their own time and space without any judgment.
I'll do way bow down if you... I can control. Because if I'm here means I believe in Reverend. Reverend can change me. I will change. And you will happen. I will change. If I change a lot of people. Trust me. Pretending like you know,
Our slogan says, dare to care. Anyone that walks into our door, we will always say that there's an opportunity for him to change. And we will give him the opportunity. Even if he fails, there's always the next time. Thanks. So, this is the last. We will throw it away, okay? Just don't remember this anymore for some time.
The halfway house has 5 golden rules. No alcohol, no drugs, no cigarettes, no violence, and no threat of violence. A free-spirited man by nature, Christopher had no choice but to abide by the rules in the hope that one day he can turn his life around.
Much good thing. It's a good thing. We got a good thing.
Now, after filming had wrapped, we were informed that Christopher had left the halfway house and returned here to his mother's place. The question is, what will become of him? Can he ever kick his addiction to the bottle? Unfortunately, the answer remains to be seen.